Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. The only ones who are able to break down the 100% truth of the Bible. Shalom to all you the Akim that teach in sincerity on the highways and hedges, and also make videos with their brothers. Shalom to all you Akwath learning in silence. Today's lesson, just want to read through Ecclesiastes 2. As this chapter has been very helpful in this trying times. And I just want to start off in verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And inside of this walk of life, we deal with a lot that goes on inside of this truth, because a lot of people, when they come into this truth, they believe that their life is supposed to get easier. That, oh, now that I found the truth, like the belief of Christianity, you think that now that you got Jesus on your side, that you just all good, like everything's gonna be fine. Oh, I'm saved, and that's not the case. And here, the Lord is telling us, prepare thy soul for temptation. You're gonna be put through more things, and you're supposed to put off the old you and put on the new you, which means that you gotta, like an artist that chisels the marble into a beautiful sculpture. You have to shed all that dead weight, and you can't be acting the same way no more. You have to be moving the way that the Lord wants you to move. Prepare yourself. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Make not haste in the time of trouble. You can't be putting things off. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So by the time that Jacob's trouble starts popping off, that's where we want to be. We want to be the complete version of ourselves that put in the best amount of efforts with the studying, with the videos, with the preaching on the highways and hedges, with the application of the scriptures. That's how we need to be moving, for us brothers. But all of us in this truth, we all have to make application of the scriptures. That goes for the Aqua too. They have to fully move into their role, just being a meek and humble woman and whatnot. And men have to be leaders and have to also be willing to listen to the elders that know more, that are given the wisdom and whatnot. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. This part is the thing about like how the Lord can sometimes bring you blessings, where you go from, the transmission in your car breaks down. So, you may not have enough money to put for a car right then and there, but you probably have enough to go ahead and get a new one. And your old one's just not worth fixing. So whatever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. Like, yeah, cool, you got a new one, but don't try to get so obsessed in between that, and be patient whenever things go bad. Like that previous transmission I was talking about. Just a little story to make it make sense, and try to make it, Lord willing, if you get it, you get it. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. The Lord has likened us to fine gold, finer than gold or silver, and continue on, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. For paraphrasing, I don't remember which specific scripture it is, but scriptures also bring out that anyone who has ever called upon the Lord, actually I think it's in this one. I was just gonna get to it. I'm getting ahead of myself. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and everlasting joy and mercy. And this is the part that I wanted to make. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? The Lord is saying, if you are fully invested in me, I got you. Don't worry. Like, that's a reassurance for us going through these trying times. It doesn't matter what you're going through. You know, look at Lot. He lost everything. He never gave up on him, and what he get, he got everything in tenfold. You know, that's the spirit that we need to have. Roughly paraphrasing, the scriptures talk about having the faith the size of a mustard seed is enough. You know, faith without works is dead. But as long you can't please the Lord without faith, you got to have faith, and then you got to put in the works as well. That's what Lot was doing, and that's why he received everything that he received. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. And that's exactly what happened to Noah. Anybody that was dealing with that the Lord was dealing with, that we have accounts of. For every time that the Lord was going to make a move on the earth, he sent his prophets, and those prophets trusted in the Lord completely, and because of that, they were always delivered out of any situation. And that's the spirit that we need to have upon us, because woeful be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? I try to remember this as a way to bring me back into, like, if I start shifting a little bit, as a way to get my mind right, is imagine telling Yahushua, sorry, I couldn't do this. I didn't have enough to do this. I didn't have enough faith. I didn't have enough belief. I didn't have enough effort. Knowing him bleeding for us, sweating blood before even receiving his crucifixion, telling him I couldn't do it. Like, nah, we never went through anything as bad as Yahushua went through. But we should definitely be moving as strong as possible to put everything that we can upon the Lord. Like it just said in verse 10, look at the generations of old and see, did any trust in the Lord and was confounded? You can't give in at all. You need to give in. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. You ain't going to get the defense. You're not going to be in the hands of the Lord. The Lord's going to have his hands on you, but it's not going to be in the way that you want it. 15, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For his majesty is, so is his mercy. This is the spirit that is, as the hopeful elect. This is what we want to put on as much as possible, because this is our best efforts of being given salvation in Jacob's trouble. This is the best possible defense that we have, is to not be invested in this world, to keep the laws, statutes, and commands to the best of our ability. We know we're going to fall short, but to just move on and keep doing what we can, and to not fall short, to not be split two different ways, to apply the scriptures to the best of our ability, so that we can draw closer to Yahushua. Because they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts. And what was the first scripture talking about? Prepare thy soul for temptation. We just need to keep preparing ourselves, because it's going to get crazy in these end days. And humble your souls in His sight. We're not trying to live the same way as we were before. But yeah, that's all I wanted to bring out was this lesson. I hope this was edifying. I hope the hopeful elect can glean anything off of this. I just wanted to bring this out. But this is your humble servant, Bayanash Shalom.